For travelers, this trip is great option as train tickets, food and tour was included. The trip was well arranged. The Peace Museum made me depressed as I cannot imagine what people went through. Food was good as they offered vegetarian option as well. Miyajima Island was the highlight of the trip. A beautiful place where you can easily spend 3 to 4 hours and can shop and eat. A true photogenic place to take pictures. The only thing that I did not appreciate was being treated like a school kid on a school picnic with too much control, half-cooked instructions and excessive knowledge sharing. I think I would have done a better job by myself. Smiley face emoji. A great tour. Thank you Kane for being the best tour guide and dealing with us Aussies. I would recommend this year for a great insight into Hiroshima in general. Would definitely go back to spend more time at the Hiroshima Museum. You can spend hours in there. Lunch was included, which was really great to try Ichiran for the first time. I would bring a portable charger as none on the day and a long day out. Also, quite easy to get to the meeting point in Hiroshima Station, just outside the gates. Wish there was a transfer that was simpler from Osaka. This experience was made fun and memorable by our tour guide, Hisashi, and his assistant, Miho. He is well versed, funny, and patient in answering questions. Smooth and organized itinerary. Highly recommend tour to have a glimpse of Hiroshima. What an amazing day in Hiroshima and Miyajima Island with our guide Ms. Miyuki. She was wonderful with us. Being a local, she spent a lot of time, on and off the bus, to give informations and details on everything we visited. She's so generous of her time and knowledge. It was probably the best day trip we took out of our whole trip in Japan. I strongly recommend doing this day trip. Thanks Miyuki, from my daughter and I in Canada. The whole day was absolutely amazing. The tour of the Hiroshima Memorial Park and seeing the Memorial Museum left me speechless. Our tour guide Emmy knew so much about the history and gave us so many amazing facts. Getting to visit the shrine in the water is a definite must as the free time for exploring to try the foods and get a taste for the culture. This was our favorite tour of our stay in Osaka. Azusa was the best tour guide we've had. She is so funny and explains every detail with a funny story. The museum is a must and you will cry, so bring tissues. Lunch was so good also in Miyajima is something to see during high tide and get the oysters. Absolutely amazing day. Extremely well organized and thoughtful. Lunch was served based on preferences, tables were pre-assigned and ready when you arrive at the ferry terminal. Hiroshima Museum is a sobering experience. Miyajima Island is a must-see, so I'm glad this was part of the tour. If you have limited time, this is the best tour to experience Hiroshima. I'd give it 10 stars if I could. It's a different experience when there is a tour guide giving you a history lesson versus just going to the site by yourself. Okonomiyaki for lunch was delicious. Miyajima Island was really nice, although we wish we had more time to spend there. Highly recommended. I am giving all the ratings 5 stars, all because of the lady tour guide. She was very professional, and most importantly, she's very informative. I like the part when she introduced Japanese music on our way back to Hiroshima Station, very relaxing. I hope she can be our tour guide when we visit again. Itinerary, in reality just 4/5. Please inform participants that they will have a very long walk in Miyajima. Our tour guide, Masako, extensively gave us information about the Hiroshima bombing, what happened in the aftermath and how the surviving Japanese in the area faced the effects of the bombing and how they coped with recovery. We had a taste of local food, okonomiyaki, a food that became staple to most of the survivors and eventually became a source of living. It was fulfilling to have seen the well-touted floating torii gate from Miyajima Island, a UNESCO heritage site. First time for me to drink probiotic lemon soda. The tour covered history, knowledge of local conditions and food interests. Had an absolutely wonderful day on this tour. Our tour guide was so lovely and so incredibly knowledgeable on the history of the city and Miyajima Island. It was great to be guided by someone who has such passion for it. I'd been to Hiroshima last year and been to these sites, but it was great to see and learn a lot more and not feel so rushed through it. Lunch was super tasty as well. Overall, we definitely recommend this wonderful tour to anybody visiting Hiroshima on their adventures.